Props One pod. We're back.
It's podcast day, baby.
It's
Podcast day.
Always a good day when it's podcast day. I'm Jemma, for you who are new. I'm the Prop Life.
And I am Anja, aka the Chatty Prop. And we're two props one pod. If you didn't know, that's us.
Although I am thinking, so as a lot of people have brought to my attention recently, right. I am now a second row by trade. Yeah, I'm a second row by trade.
We'll just have to cancel the podcast. That's the only way we can go now. We can't. We'll just have to. That's it. It's been a good 3 episodes, guys. See you later. 4 episodes. We'll see you later. I'm having a content life crisis here. Do I rebrand? What, one pod, 1 second road?
One prop, one lock.
I don't know, but I feel like in essence, once a prop, always a prop. Even if you switch position in the soul, I think. Yeah.
Emotionally, I will always be a prop. Emotionally.
Oh. Hands down, always. So what would just happen? Like if you had to slot in back in that position, you know exactly what you were doing. So
yeah, give them a cheeky wink and be like, morning.
Yeah, good morning. So technically, I think you still count as a prop, but I will be gutted if we play each other. You're not across the score.
Honestly, I'm more likely to be looking at you from the floor at this point in time.
It's not a better angle from down there. I'll tell you that much. It's not. You won't get the best angle, but it's fine. We'll make it work.
I can see under the shorts though.
Why? What? Well, so that's a sales point for you. Yeah.
From anyone that doesn't know, Anja plays in the shortest shorts that have been humanly seen.
Not intentionally. They just fried up, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. So I actually probably do need to try and get some bigger pairs of shorts. But
no, you're sparkle.
It's the material. I'm still blaming. Me and Chardonnay on my team. We're still blaming the material. We have the same issue, me and Shards. So I'm just going to try and keep rocking it with my arse out. Hey, at least I wear undershorts.
I don't. I'm just like, if you see things, that's a you problem.
I want you to look it dead in the eye. If you see anything, I want you to make eye contact with it. I want you to look at it.
It looks at you, you look at it. Like
yeah. You just stare at each other till you're done.
So you're playing today, aren't you, for the Trojan first team? Where are you playing? Who are you playing?
It's a home game today versus St Mary Old Boys. Ladies.
You excited?
Yes. But it's meant to brighten up. I'm obviously trying not to get injured because I'm going on holiday tomorrow. So I couldn't make training this week, so I am starting on the bench, but I'm okay with that today because it's really rainy. So yeah. Excited, nervous, all the wears that are always under the sun when you play rugby. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Feelings.
How are you feeling about it, Jemma?
Yeah, so we're today. Yeah. So we've got actually 2 teams fielding today for the first time ever. This is a massive day for Clumpton RFC.
Yeah.
So we are at home and we are against, I've had a total blank on who we're against. North Bristol, that's who we're against.
Yes, we played them last week. That was our opening match. Good team. Good team.
Yeah. I've actually played them before when I used to play for Topsham, and then
so
the circle of rugby doth come back around,
Tackle low, by the way. Get all of your teams tackle low today. They are hard runners, these girls, but you'll be fine. But just tackle low and you'll be fine. There you go.
What I'm hearing is run it straight.
Run it straight. Dude, run it straight. Back yourself. Go.
Coach footwork, me. But what if I
run it straight?
Right.
So this is so coach, this is our game plan that we've been discussing all week. But what happens if I just run it straight?
Every move is a crash ball move if you don't think about it.
In my world, as a prop, I can pass if I have to in extreme circumstances, but in reality, all I'm doing is running it straight for if
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with? I don't think there's an issue with that. I'm okay with it.
I personally don't see an issue with it. It's
occasionally when I get a bit tired, I just stand on the wing for 5 seconds and then I'll be back in, you know. That's how you know I'm tired. I just shift to the wing for a little bit.
That's such a prop thing though. Like I feel I made a video of it. You know that TikTok filter with the police car that was like
I
was like props if lurking on the wing.
Yeah, I love that, yeah.
I was like props if lurking on the wing for a breather became illegal.
Yeah. Is the furniture out of the room? Yeah, that's a good one. I feel that on a spiritual level. That's me. Also, like if I'm a bit breathy, I'll just walk to the scrum. So like everyone's waiting to set up, and I'll just take my time. And I take my time getting to the line out. And I'm that person. Probably annoys the rest of the team.
Such main character energy.
No, yeah. Well, if they want me to run for a long time, that's what's got to happen.
You're such a main character, Anja. I love it.
Do you know that what was I going to say? Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. No, it's gone.
Gone.
It's gone from my head.
Me.
I had such a valid point to tell you.
This always happens. So, what is going on in the world of rugby this week? We have got the Women's Rugby World Cup starting.
Yes.
That is very exciting.
Well, I mean, I wish I was there, firstly. But unfortunately Murray hasn't paid the expenses to take us to New Zealand, so we are a bit gutted. It's okay though, we'll forgive him.
I will be lodging a formal complaint.
Yeah, we again may have to be the end of the podcast. I'm joking.
We will be lodging a formal complaint.
Still gonna
I am living vicariously through Stella. I'm like, yes!
Yes.
Every post, I'm like, yes!
Yeah, but I feel like she's like, I know she's only been out there for a day, but I feel like she's been out there forever. I don't know why, it just feels like a really cool time. Yeah, living vicariously through her. It's gonna be great. I mean, like I love all my group chats and everything. Rugby group chats at the moment are like, so should we have a breakfast club watch of like the England France match? I think it's on at 8 a.m. because that's the only one that's at like a reasonable time for most people. So yeah, I am still going to try and wake up at like stupid o'clock to try and watch all those games. If I don't have a ridiculously early start at work the next day. If not, I would just be watching them on catch up. Do we know the details of where we can watch it yet? Is it just on the old ITV?
I knew you were going to ask me this, and my brain has gone.
I think it's on some major streaming service.
What we'll do is we'll chuck the streaming service
on the Instagram when it goes up.
Somewhere.
Murray can make a little happen somewhere here. Great. Okay. Yeah, super keen to see those. Also, I'm gonna say, so yeah, have you looked at any of the pools or anything like that? It's quite interesting.
So I know our first match is England. Our first match is against Fiji, isn't it? And I'm really excited to see that because I love watching Fijian rugby. It's just
great
incredible.
Rugby.
It's fast rugby, and it's usually runners that are they're quite physically quite strong runners, but they're such incredible pace, and it's so impressive to watch. I loved watching them at the Commonwealth.
They were great at the Commonwealth games. I absolutely loved them. I watched them all day.
You did actually go to the Commonwealth games.
I actually did go to the Commonwealth games, and I was sat in front of a group of Fijians, and they were great. They were a great laugh. So yeah, loved it. Great party atmosphere too. What was I going to say? They're just such lovely people. They are. The Fijians are just so wholesome, and it'll be a good starting warm up. Like I've obviously been watching all the Instagram stories of everyone who's out there. You know, top class stalker over here. No, but it looks like they're having a great time.
I was obviously really chuffed at everyone who was selected. They've worked really hard, but like my heart absolutely broke for a couple of people that weren't there.
Yeah, I think
Mo
it's the
Hunt
same.
is the top of that list. Like,
Yeah.
again, this is not, I'm not criticizing coaching decisions or anything here.
No.
Not my place. But like, my heart broke for her on a personal level, because I know how hard she's worked, and she's grafted. She had a fantastic Six Nations. She's performed brilliantly recently. And I know, I can't even begin to imagine how much frustration, how much hurt, like there must be a whole whirlwind of emotions when you don't get selected for things like this.
I mean, I think exactly the same. I was sad for my aunt. I think Sarah Beckett. I was like also sad for another top. I mean, lots, like all of the, I think it's the 7 girls who didn't get selected. But I think there has to be some reassurance in knowing that you helped that team to get to where they were, if that makes sense. It must be absolutely, I can't imagine how crushing it must be, and you know, it must be so upsetting and disappointing, and certainly not something that you just get over, you know. But hopefully you think you can take some reassurance in the fact that you were there to help them, and you helped them train hard.
Absolutely.
Hard, and you played to apply in that team. And I mean, I think everyone who wasn't selected played some great games, you know.
And that's the thing I think that I really felt, because it was like he has essentially 2 full first teams that
absolutely
take out of at the moment. Simon Middleton, the England head coach, he could literally interchange pretty much anyone on the squad, and the squad would be just as effective. And I think that is both an absolute testament to those players, a testament to the setup, but it also means that decisions like this are so much harder.
I think exactly like you say, isn't that such a testament to England women's rugby and the standard of players that we have in this country, that you could effectively swap those players in and out and you probably wouldn't notice any difference in that squad. And I think just shows how great the England rugby women's setup is and how strong we are looking at the moment. Like I think they're under no illusion that they're probably the favourite to, if not in the top 3, to win it, you know, to win the World Cup.
They are definitely a favourite,
They're definitely a favourite. I think we'd be lying if we said they weren't. I think there's about 3 teams that I'd put money on winning this, and England are definitely in that.
I'm really excited to see the USA perform. Obviously, lots of my neighbours have gone off abroad.
Love them, Exeter Chiefs girls.
Love my neighbours.
I'd like to see quite a few teams. There's quite a few teams that I think it's just a really good opportunity for them to get out on the world stage. You don't necessarily have a lot of international, so quite excited to see Japan play, because a lot of their players also play for Exeter Chiefs. And in the Premier 15s, always quite excited to see South Africa develop. They're always quite an interesting team to watch. Australia will obviously, you know, be good. So many good teams. Wales, Scotland,
and New Zealand, especially after the kind of big cultural change within women's rugby in New Zealand. I'm really excited to see that.
And they are looking strong. So I think it's gonna. I think, you know,
they're going to be attacking this with an absolute fire, with it being on home ground kind of thing. Like it's a big thing.
Oh yeah. If I was going to have to say top 3 who I think are going to win, England, New Zealand, and probably France, I think are the
France are always
contenders.
Top favourite. France are just clinical. France are absolutely clinical in their rugby. And I have to say, when I was watching them at Six Nations, I just took, I was just like, I can't fault this. I can't fault this rugby. And they've got some amazing, incredible ball carriers like Madison Fowl. You know, you've got just an incredible setup, an incredible team, and they train hard.
Yeah, and I think the best thing about rugby, and we can all say this, is that it can be anyone's game on the day, and like it's been proven on the world rugby stage before. Everyone loves an underdog. So, I back some of the other teams. I'd like to see how the pools play out. It's gonna be really interesting. Did very much tempt myself for 5 seconds. I looked at flights on BA for 5 seconds until I saw the cost of them, and then I went, maybe can't afford that right this second. I was like, I might just fly out and find them, but Yeah,
I was thinking about where on the dark web I could sell a kidney to like try and get out.
And then I was like, I could just go for the day. And then I was like, well, Anja, it's a long way to go for a day. So yeah,
that is the most Anja statement ever. I love it.
Yeah, so it's a bit too like I'll go very far for rugby. Don't get me wrong, I will go distances, but I think getting on a flight to New Zealand for a day.
England Rugby, if you're watching this, this is the most committed fan.
I will travel. I'll travel hours. If you want to get me on a flight, England Rugby, if you're watching this, if you want to get me on a flight to New Zealand for the final, I will go for a day. If you pay for it for me,
we'll both do it.
Yeah. I'll take the day off work. I will. And I'll be back in work the next day. You can actually no, it takes like 24 hours to get there. I'll be back in work the day after that. Fine.
Strong words from Anja. Strong words.
I've made a statement and I've made it clear. If you're watching this England Rugby, get me and Jemma on the plane to New Zealand for the final. Boom.
I love how subtle Pedro. I love how subtle we are. So there was one thing I wanted to mention whilst we're on the club today. Now, within the last 24 hours, obviously, it has been a really hard time for Premiership rugby at the moment, with both Wasps and Worcester in serious kind of financial states. It's obviously that does massively impact on the Premier 15s as well, and it impacts on both you and I because we have obviously the development teams coming into our leagues. Worcester's statement, what are your initial, well, not Worcester's statement, Worcester's chairman's statement?
It was, let's not even beat around the bush. It was a diabolical statement. Basically, guys, it's all everyone else's fault apart from us that this has happened. We won't be taking any responsibility. It is the players, it's the staff, and it's all the fans. I mean, I don't know who the PR manager is firstly, who agreed that was an okay statement to make.
That's what I wondered.
Who okayed that? Who okayed that statement?
To be fair though, if I was their media manager right now, I'd probably just be like, no, like fuck it, I'm done. I'm out. You do you know what? You put your stupid statement out. Go for it.
It's just it's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's so, and the thing is, it's just a slap in the face. The loyal, the die-hard, amazing fans that have kept that club going right now, and the players as well, who again have kept that club going. Like, there's so many ways that you can put things, and that was possibly the worst way you could actually have put it. I
just also think it's absolutely crushing for those players. Do you know the men's and the women's team. The women's team have come out and played absolutely two astonishing games, coming with quite big, I'd say, major upsets. And like these is their careers, it's their lifestyles. Now that they suddenly just can't play, and what are they supposed to do? Try and find somewhere else to play? It's mid-season now. Like it's, and then to try to put onus on them that.
So I was at the Exeter Chiefs v Worcester game the other weekend, and
commentating, I believe. Anyone didn't hear? Yeah.
If you didn't hear me trying to think of the words, the word isn't always word, but I tried. But do you know what? The scoreline was absolutely the scoreline that it should have been for a lot of reasons that day. So, for example, I was gutted for the Exeter girls. They didn't quite get. I was gutted for them because they worked really hard.
Because it was it was last minute, wasn't it? It was
literally at the dying second of the game kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like, I think as much as I was gutted for Exeter, it was what Worcester needed that day.
Yeah.
It was what, and that's what I said. It was like, because I caught up with our lovely Steph Evans, who was
lovely angel.
We love her. She and Charlie have that same energy, which is like
positivity.
Like sweetness and light off the rugby pitch will absolutely clatter you into the earth on a rugby pitch, but then we'll cuddle you in the bar afterwards, kind of. And I love them both for that.
I'm all up for that. I'm all up for the cuddling, not the getting absolutely like destroyed, but love them both for it, Yeah. But play to the final whistle. It was playing to the final whistle, wasn't it? Like it was such a lot. It was You got to play to the final whistle.
It was played to, I don't know, some sort of final whistle. It was played to absolutely
something. Yeah, it was great. It was a really good game, I thought, to watch. Like that's just the heart and soul of rugby in that game.
I actually really need to rewatch it though, because I find that when I'm doing like any media or comms on any of these things, I don't fully take in the game.
Yeah.
Because like I take in the bare details, but to go and actually watch into the kind of the more technical aspect of the game, and I was like, well, why did that happen? Wait, I was looking over here and my brain. It was an interesting one. So I'm gonna go and rewatch it, but but yeah, going back to what I was saying, is like the right team won on that day, and I think that it's going to be a really big thing if those clubs, both of them, fold. It's going to absolutely rock the men's and the women's premiership, because we will then have close to probably 80 players, maybe at least, open to new contracting.
Yeah.
We've got development pathways. We've got under 20s, which hasn't even been talked about yet.
Yeah.
Development. I just burped mid-talk. I'm so sorry.
Yummy. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. It's going to be a big. It's just. How do you? It's just a difficult time. Like, how do you? I think it's too late to restructure the league, isn't it? And you can't add. You can't, because I know that. I think, is it this year and next year the Premier 15s is opening up again to teams coming
next year.
Next year, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
which is great, but I think they might have to do that sooner. And I think, from men's perspective, you've got clubs like Ealing Trailfinders and Cornwall who are chomping at the bit, who are getting good results, and but the problem is they've not, like Trailfinders, they've been at Premiership promotional level for a long time, but I believe it's a stadium loophole, if I'm correct, that means they've not been promoted, and they might have to revisit that and go, actually, maybe this isn't the most effective way to be looking at that promotional aspect, is the finances of it.
Well, it's the same in the women's game. I know Thurrock had been there, and it was due to facilities, not due to team performances. I believe that, I don't know if I'm factually correct or not, but I believe that's the reason, like, they haven't been but you've got so many teams in the women's game chomping at the bit. You've got Bath are strong, London Irish are looking good, you've got Leicester Tigers, you've got, who have all now got teams waiting and developing, who have those facilities. But it's just a shame, because Wasps and Worcester are two fundamentally core teams. Wasps were looking strong, we're looking strong in the Premier 15s last season. Worcester, always good team, and
great development pathways at Worcester as well. It's an interesting time to be in rugby at the moment. It's an interesting time. I know from our perspective, so we play in Championship 2, that's still a little bit of a drop, but also at the same time, it does also start to trickle down. And I really hope that the kind of effects of that don't hit grassroots too badly. Yeah, so we all know a lot of the teams in our league have dual signed players to the Prem 15s, which is great. I love playing. So my friend Lou Burgess plays for us, and I absolutely love playing with her literally for years now. And I was so happy when she said she was coming back to loan. Right. Yeah, she's lovely. She played against her. Worry is then that you get everyone coming down from the Prem 15s, and then the girls who were in those teams and don't get played or maybe started, and it is going to have a knock-on effect on the rest of the leagues for sure. Fingers crossed that it's a good thing though. It develops the game, hopefully. It does, but I'm also, I feel for those people who have been kind of at the top of the, slightly lower for a long time, they're going to get nudged. So hopefully that isn't the case. Hopefully that, we can get players going off to new teams, going in new directions. Fingers crossed it will still be working and still be effective. It would, and I hope that, Wasps and Worcester find solutions
to what's going on, and that nothing, you know, like I hope that nothing changes. Do you know what I mean? I hope they stay in the leagues that they're in, and I hope it is all grand, and all these players who are absolutely incredible, both male and female, still get to play at the club they love. I hope the fans still get to support the clubs that they have followed for years. So
yeah,
it's all coming out though, isn't it? It's all just a bit of a time of change.
it is. So you know what I love. You know.
Oh,
I
know
love
what you're gonna do.
a little game.
Are you gonna spring a game on me? I knew it was coming. I was waiting. I was like, wait, anyway, sorry.
You know I love it. So Anja, it's actually more of a question than a specific game.
Okay.
What 5 things, like your essentials, that are in your kit bag to play today?
Well, I haven't actually packed my kit bag yet, but what I'm going to go on is essentials I have at every game. Boots, and I always take, although I will 90% of the time wear studs, I always take studs and molds just in case.
Yeah.
But I would rarely wear the mold. I think I'm more just warm up in them sometimes. Controversially, I don't wear a gum shield, so that's not in my kit bag. Always like comfy clothes for after the game, and my teammates bollock me for it. But I hate wearing jeans after a game. I'd rather be like khakis in a top.
Who wears jeans after a rugby game?
Quite a substantial amount of people, it turns out, and I just can't think of anything worse than showering and putting jeans on. Like, oh,
I can't get them on.
No, literally, I get stuck. So not that. And then probably what else? What do I still have to put in my kit bag? Always got to have your purse for a beer afterwards. Key, because I'm an athlete.
Hashtag.
Anyone else? Probably always like a pack of sweets. I always have my favourite sweets are gummy bears, so I always have a pack of Haribo gummy bears. And one more thing that I have in my kit bag that it's a go-to every. I feel like it should be more obvious, shouldn't it?
Sweets is a really good one, and I always have a bag of sweets now, but that's because I actually used to play with a diabetic, and
so you need them.
So I would always have them on hand, because we had one instance of a blood sugar low, and it was scary. It was scary, and it was enough for me to go, do you know what? I will pay £1 a week or whatever it is to put some Haribo in my bag. And I always go for something like high sugar that will hit nicely, like Haribo. I quite like the drumstick squashums. They're also really nice in the changing room. If you've had a loss, I'm like emotional support sweetie, and I'm throwing sweets at people's faces. Like,
take them. Just that, just sort of my fun thing, and it would be like things to keep me entertained on the bus. So I'd always have my headphones or like a book. Headphones, book, just something generally like a speaker, something to like get the party going. That's it. Yes. What about you, Gemma? What would your 5 things be?
So I'll try to do some different ones to the ones that you put, because I pretty much have those in as well. I always have my scrum cap. I am a bit of a fan of my little noggin holder nowadays.
Love that. Yeah.
I really like it for a lot of reasons. It's given me confidence again after a couple of concussions, and it's given me it also just helps me stand out in game footage. So it sounds really stupid, but I can see what I'm doing.
Yeah. I know who you are on the pitch. I can see you.
It makes me stand out for bad reasons on occasions, when I'm like, oh, that was me that made the colossal fuck up, but we move.
Not as bad as we played a friendly and all my friends came to watch, and like the first ball that came to me and it was literally directly to my hand, I literally just dropped it, and I was just there like every other time you could maybe blame it on like a bad pass or something. Like, no, this one I just straight up dropped, and I was just like, and I could just hear, and and like I came off the pitch and they were like, should we talk about the knock on, Anja? And I'm like, no, let's not.
No, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
I had the fiance is diving off to the gym. He just stuck his
Mr. Prop Life.
He says morning. Did you see his Mr. Prop Life t-shirt that I got him?
I did. That's so cute as well. Congratulations on your anniversary a year, guys. That's wild. I wish I could see. I haven't even met Mr. Prop Life yet. What?
He's dying to meet you.
I will come down for a game. I will come down.
You.
I will make it mission for myself to. So yeah, when I'm back from holiday, I will be in contact about that.
So we've gone wildly off practice. The second thing I'll have always in my kit bag. That's all right. I'm so good at it. I'm like talk. Ooh.
Yeah.
What else have I got in my kit bag that Anya didn't put in? I always have a nice. I have a dark towel. Now the reason for this is because don't bring a white towel to a rugby game, friends. It ends up plastered because you try and get all the mud off, but you miss a bit on your elbow or the back of your leg, or it just happens. Especially if the showers are freezing cold.
Yeah.
And because you're just like, get me out. So dark towel. I have the Rugette one that he got me on Valentine's Day.
That's so cute. We've actually not to be like stash wars, but we've actually got Trojans towels. Very cool. I
actually really like that. I have Cully. I've got a Cully kit bag. Cully.
Oh gosh, I love stuff.
Flops.
Yeah.
I've got socks. I've got a scrunchie. Hang on, is it here? No, it's not off. It's in the budget. It's so cool. We've got proper like bouncy ones.
Yes. Love bouncy.
Really recommend that. We've got a little bit of everything. So that is the next thing that I will always have in my kit bag, actually, is I will always have more hair ties than I need, because there's always someone that forgot a hairband. There's always someone.
You're the lifesaver. You're the lifesaver there. Your hairband always snaps.
I am that person on the team.
I hate it, like mid-game, when you go to do your hair and your hairband snaps and you're like, well, this is great. You're like,
it's one thing that I know is our coach's biggest bugbear. And there was a game last season where actually because I was team hairdresser, I got there and I did everyone else's hair, and then I didn't do my own because I was wearing my scrum cap, and I was like, that's fine. Yeah. But then one of the other girls desperately needed a scrum cap last minute.
Yeah.
So I just donated my scrum cap. I was like, no, you have it. It's fine. I think actually it was when we were playing you. And so I just had my hair in a ponytail, and naturally it just all went AWOL. And I got a hairband run onto the pitch for me to basically, I was told, sort it out. And I was like, sorry.
Also, going also onto the hairband thing, I always have those elastic bands because I am the team hairdresser. So I end up spending 90% of my time doing people's hair.
Yeah, fully. I'm also the team hairdresser. I think it's a prop thing. Like I genuinely said, I made a video on it a while ago, being like, every team has two types of prop. One that's like the mum of the team, and one that's the biggest weapon on the team. And I fully stand by that. And sometimes she's a bit of both.
I am the mum, and I'm the mum. There's nothing. I'm the organised one. I'm the one who organises everyone. I'm the one who organises everything. I'm the mum. I own it. Love being the mum.
I love it. I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all.
I don't know where it comes from, but yeah. Anywhere, like I organise all the 7 stuff. I just everything. Anyway, other things.
Yes, the other thing that I have. So I've had my scrum cap, my towel, my dark towel, my extra hairbands. I also have some ibuprofen and some paracetamol. I always have them in my bag, just because, you know, especially when you're playing an away game, right? And if you just take a knock, I find that just having a paracetamol or ibuprofen after the game just makes me so much comfier when I get out the bus.
Yes.
Also, don't know who's having things like period pain, just different reasons.
I get what you mean. I think there's always a dire need. I always have a need for a painkiller before or after a game. Whoever, anytime. You always need that first aid kit, your little personal stash.
Yeah, I have my stuff in little like see-through travel bags as well, because I had them left over from our last holiday. So I've got like one with my shower stuff in it, and one with my like medical and hairbands in it, just because it makes my kit bag so much easier to find stuff.
I think also, if I'm honest, if we lined up our 2 bags next to each other right now, yours would be the cleaner, nicer version. Mine is terrible, and I won't lie. I'm very much a shove it all in. I'll organise it another time.
Mine starts really clean at the start of the season, then like I do like a mid-season clear out around Christmas time, because I'm like, this is gonna grow something,
Yeah. The smell, like the boot smell, starts to be like, I'm terrible.
Like a lump of mud in it.
My worst rugby trait, I'm going to ask you this question. My worst rugby trait is forgetting to dry my boots.
My
So
toxic
they get that smell.
I mean, my toxic rugby trait is just on a game day, it's probably just, I don't know.
I'll let you have a think next time. So next time we do this.
So it's bundling my wet boots in with the rest of my stuff when I can't be asked, even if I pick stuff in there. I'm just like,
it's after the game, shoving it all in the bag. Just deal with that later.
I'm leaving my kit bag packed for like 3 days because I can't be asked to.
Yeah. Same.
So my final thing that I have in my kit bag is my phone charger. Always have it with me. You never know when you're going to meet Anja from TikTok, and you know, also got to keep yourself entertained on the bus. Nice to get little bits of footage and little photos as well.
I forget that, and that is quite a good one actually. I didn't think about that. I'm very smart. You got to have charge, especially on those long away days.
Yeah,
a lot. Like you're on the bus for a long time.
You might have met our coach driver, right? Stuart Driver, actual name.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing man, was destined for his job.
Yeah.
He is the biggest Columpton Ladies fan.
Yeah, so, love that.
So as well as driving us to all our games, not only does he drive us everywhere, he takes photos of our games as well.
So cute.
He comes to our home games as well, out of his own volition.
That's cute.
And he's just the nicest human being, and I'm always so grateful to have a coach driver that's not just like, oh yeah, I take a ladies. He's so like the pride.
So nice.
And I appreciate that support so much. And he's just amazing.
That's quite cute. We don't even have the same coach driver week in, week out. So actually, they all, to be fair, the one last week was really good. He came out and he watched our game and he was like saying nice things. You're like, oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I don't know our coach driver. So I'm nice that you have a loyal coach driver.
Oh, Stuart's like you did a good carry today. Oh, your scrums look better this week, and I'm like, I appreciate that.
Thanks. Yeah, lovely. That's really nice.
And that is a way of being a women's rugby advocate without like doing much. Do you know what I mean? That's
doing enough. Yeah,
doing enough.
Yeah,
like, you know, his job is to drive us to and from places, but he's actually choosing to do things like put photos of our games on Instagram and stuff like that.
I love that. Do you know what? All about it. The
beautiful photo that is on my Instagram from our game last week, that was a Stuart driver.
Can you tell Stuart to take lots of pictures of our game? Maybe we can get a picture. Maybe we can get a 2 props 1 pod picture. We haven't got one yet.
The official pod photo.
Yeah, but I don't even think we've got a photo together yet.
Yeah, we have. We must have. Yes, from the Women's Six Nations Media Day.
Okay, I remember that.
Because we are Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Mr. Worldwide. Mr. World, yeah. That was a good day. Maybe again this year, although I haven't heard anything yet. You might have heard something, but
not yet. TBC.
I did get tickets to the England France game at Twickenham though, so excited.
I haven't actually bought my tickets yet because I'm going to see how I can get
I was going to, but I was just like, I don't know if I'm in the same league as you, so I was like, I will buy them just in case, and then if I get offered some, I'll get some more.
I knew you're always in my league.
I just meant you have more of a presence online.
When TikTok decides that anyone can see my videos, thanks TikTok. I'm CEO of Shadowban. It's really weird because they started like coming back slides the other day, and I was like, yes, through this. And then one takes an hour to be approved by TikTok, and I'm like,
I just don't get it. I don't get TikTok. And like, also, I haven't posted in ages. I posted one funny one about 2 people turning up to training together, and it got like 13,000 likes. And I'm like,
I saw that. I was like, yes.
I know, but I was like, are you kidding? This took me 5 seconds of work. But like, everyone I put effort into, it doesn't happen.
It's the TikTok law. Like, if you put time and effort into a video, it will inevitably do badly. Whereas if you just are like filming one just off the cuff, no thoughts, it will absolutely blow up. Really upsetting.
I hate that though, because like you put so much effort and time into, and it gets like 0 views, and you're like, great, fantastic. And yeah, you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I spending all my time? No,
I have like a little existential crisis every now and then. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, but Jemma, I think we both have them to each other, and we just mess each other going, oh, what's the point?
What is life? What is life?
And you pick yourself back up and you think, hey, it'll be fine. We need to get, we can do some stuff together. If I come visit, we'll do some.
Absolutely funny. Right,
Right, sorry, that's enough, yeah. That's enough me waffling.
Quick fire.
Oh!
Quick fire. Last thing before we head off to our respective games.
Yeah.
3 players you are excited to see in the Rugby World Cup.
Does that have to be England?
Doesn't have to be England, can
be
anywhere.
Oh, here we go. I mean, I'm gonna go 3 from England first, and then I'm gonna say people I'm quite excited to see from other teams.
Okay.
I love. Who do I like watching play? I'm always just because, like, I kind of know her. I think she's a really great up and coming player. She's absolutely lovely. Just makes me smile. Talk to her Bournemouth Sevens, and that's Maud Muir. I think she's just the best, and I really like. I think she's got a lot of potential. To absolutely storm it.
Absolutely.
Again, I think Marley Packer is in the best form of her life right now. So excited to see her play. And then obviously, I'm going to say it, the return of Abby Dow. I'm very excited to see. Hopefully we get to see her in the World Cup. Sam Richardson has chosen her for the squad, so she's looking strong. And I'm a big Abby Dow fan, so excited for that. And then I had a
similar injury to Abby Dow, so my heart really goes out to her. Yeah. And so I'm excited to see her, and I'm really inspired by her from a perspective of like the mental fortitude it takes to come back so quickly. It took me 2 years because I was just so like scared of rugby.
Yeah, but
so yeah, major respect to her.
Same with all my injuries. You just have that like mental block for a little bit, and it's quite difficult.
So who are your internationals then? Because you had a couple of internationals as well.
I'm going to say this, but I can't remember who is on every squad and if I have actually been selected. So don't quote me on this. It always excited if it is New Zealand. Is Portia Woodman playing? Is she in the squad? I can't remember. If she is, I'm excited to see her. Some people from France. So I'd say Hermé. Gail. The one who was the TikTok thing. She's always strong player. Full, because she's an absolute machine. Sansus.
Damn it, you took one of mine.
She smashed.
She's been fantastic.
So excited to see her. Is there any other players that I would like to see? All of them. I think that would be mine. I could just because of my lap, I can't remember every single player from every single team, which I should do. Also the Scottish team. I've got this thing about excited to see Rona Lloyd play. Excited to see Lisa Thompson. All of that. Yeah, they're funny. I watch their TikToks. Great group.
We love Rona and the Wales.
Yeah, Rona and the Wales. They're good. Yeah. So that would be mine.
So my 3 that I'm really excited to see. You've said a couple of them already. I have to say that was absolutely fine. Yeah. I'm very excited to see Ellie Kildunn.
Yes.
Rogue So I'm going to do 3 England, 3 or a couple of internationals as well, like you. So Ellie Kildunn, because she's in fantastic form, and I'm loving seeing her little vlogs as well of the New Zealand journey and like her telling her family that she's been selected. Like I'm loving seeing that. It's so heartwarming, and she's doing it all so well with such class.
I think she's brilliant.
Leanne Infante. So as the CEO of Scrum Half Slander, I am really excited to see her. She's a class player. Again, the reason that I always say to people, as much as I make jokes on TikTok and stuff, it is always jokes because Nines are undoubtedly some of the most skilled players on a rugby pitch. She's such a talented player, and she's a nice human being as well. really nice human being.
I think, yeah, she's lovely. Yeah. Solid choice. Like that one. Yeah. Who else?
And the other person I'm really excited to see just go and smash New Zealand is Salia Kabea.
Great.
Being selected
Another, yeah.
Cup after 4 England caps.
Insane. Mind blown.
Like, just such class, such intensity from her, such work ethic. I mean, I'm excited to see the whole England team, but these are just like 3 off the top of my head. But she's also, again, a really sweet human being. We had a really lovely chat the other week, and
she's really nice.
I'm just I'm so happy for her on a personal level. Like, yes, I'm happy that you're in.
No, you go, girl. Yeah,
you go, girl.
Yeah, I love that.
So I'm really excited to see her. And so some internationals, I'm really excited to see Suan Lillicrap for Wales.
Oh, yes, good one. Yeah.
Another really cool human being, and I think what she's bringing to that Wales team is such a great energy and such a great work ethic.
Yes, I'd agree. Yeah,
I love seeing Rach Malcolm for Scotland. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just really rate her.
Yeah, another great player. She's another great player.
She led that Scottish team with such heart and through some tough losses, and she's just back with absolute class every time. And
she's great. Yeah,
and the doctor alongside, just awesome human being.
Great.
My other international was Laurie Sansus for France as well. She is an absolute, it's like trying to tackle her is just impossible. She's such a powerful ball carrier, and I can't wait to see her and hopefully Marley Packer
linking up
bump at one point.
Smash. Also, I did just Google it. Portia Woodman is in the World Cup squad. So anyway,
I thought she had it, but I was like, I don't want to say yes and I'm wrong.
Yeah, I know. I was like, for a second, I was like, oh yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Well, we'd better get going because we have got rugby games to go to.
Sorry, yes, guys, we've got to go. We've got to go smash ourselves. So
What final word of wisdom from you for anyone that's young watching this about to go to a rugby game, Anja?
Go and enjoy it, guys. Go play rugby, have fun. It is, at the end of the day, just a sport that we all love and do for a laugh and to have a good time with our friends. And don't let the haters get you down. Go smash it.
I like it. Mine would be, if in doubt, run straight.
If in doubt, run straight. Actually, in fact, scrap mine. If in doubt, run it straight.
Should I add that to my t-shirts?
Yeah. Run it straight. Just run it straight. Yeah.
Run it straight.
Love it. Right.
Thanks, guys, and we'll see you again very soon.
Bye.